one rise, all rise, one fall, all fall. What we do is cultivate the next generation of brown leaders. But essentially is really investing in young people because we know through our own experience that it hasn't been easy. And so I can describe Brown Issues as a statewide organization, the work that we do. But one of the best ways that I like to describe Brown Issues is an act of love. And I think what we all are doing today, Stephanie, Kathy, Paola, what I'll be doing today is an act of love, right? So sharing part of my journey in hopes that you can get something from it so that your journey is just a little bit easier. Reaching college, graduating from college, getting to your career, and then coming back.
So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the first question. Can people under the age of 21 make a real impact on society? For example, can they be instrumental in changing laws or policies on issues they care about?
People under 21 can make an impact because by the age of 18, we are able to vote. We are then able to speak our minds and not hold back, creating a new system of thinking, a new system of laws and policies that we deem unjust and unfair.
Question one, and I say that I think people under the age of 21 can make an impact. For an example, look at Greta Thunberg. Like, she's barely a teenager, she's already a environmental activist, already changing laws and going against the grain. And also, like, these Black Lives Matter movements, also, like, you see a lot of young people and teens going out there and sharing these projects. So I think definitely at any age, you could make a difference in society.
Well, I think that anybody under the age of 21 or even 18 can make a difference, because now in this generation, with technology and with the internet, social media, you can make your voice heard in any possible way, literally. If you want to say something, you'll have millions of people that agree with you, and you never know how it impacts people in any possible way.
I was thinking about how now our generation, we have a lot of programs for like the younger youth. For example, like Upper Bound, and like I was in Freedom School a long time ago, so I feel like we learn more about like there's some programs that we learn more about our ethnic and like our real history that most public schools or like schools don't teach us about that. Like I don't want to go into that, but anyways, so I feel like that knowing our history and stuff, that's what makes us like stand up for our rights now in today's day.
Okay, I was just gonna say that I believe any age can make a difference or have an impact on our society, because think about it, our younger generation, like us, we're the future. It's just anything that influences us. Like you see kids, teenagers protesting for Black Lives Matter. You see them marching for gun movement. You see them marching for feminism. You see all these different things, and it's just impacting them for the future.
People can make a change if they're like under the age of 21, because like the youth have a very powerful voice. So like when they feel like something's not right, they would start like posting on social media, and then from social media it like spread, and then the adults would see what they're doing, and then they'll see like if it's like a valid point, and then like the Black Lives Matter thing, like most of the youth they supported that, and then because of that they started seeing changes. Well, they're trying for change.
I wanted to say something now, since everybody's saying that our platform, like since we're the younger generation, like everybody's saying that we have social media, right? So I feel like it's beyond that too, because if we don't get educated and like go like to higher like education, we can't really make a difference. Like we'll just stay lower, we'll keep getting lower, and the higher people will always be in higher, and we can't really change laws and stuff. So we have to like educate ourselves and know that like since we are like most of us are like colored people and stuff, like we're automatically gonna be lower than I'm not gonna like then people, white people. So it's like we have a lower chance, and if you're a woman it's even lower. So I feel like you need to know that in social media we can only see like what's a small part of what's going on. We don't know like the background or like what's actually really going on, so we only see half of the story and then we believe everything. But I feel like there's more to it.
For three things, right? The importance of college attainment. 2, your leadership skills and your leadership qualities. So when I was talking about the relationships, part of your leadership, because y'all are leaders, but part of your leadership or your leadership qualities is being so courageous that you're able to share something about you. Even if it hurts, because even when I was sharing some stuff about me right now, I was like, sharing your story, and it takes a lot of power, because it takes a lot of courage. But the outcome of that is so powerful, because then we begin to build a collective consciousness with other people in a room, right? With other people who are seeing and hearing your story. That collective consciousness, and we're seeing it right now. Folks, we're talking about Black Lives Matter. Folks, I don't know how many folks have heard of also Vanessa Guillen, Rest in Power. But it took somebody to share that story and continue to push it. And other people were beginning to connect, to say, yeah, this is not right. We're joining your fight. Your fight is my fight. And so that leads to like, people feeling empowered. We're seeing with that by saying that every circle, any spaces that are wearing brown issues, we close it with a unity clap. But I also like to use this example, and I say, the drop of water, I'm gonna translate it in English if I can. The drop of water did not perforate the rock, did not make a hole in the rock because of its strength. It perforated the rock because of its persistence, right? So one drop of water, so like, well, what is a drop of water gonna do with a rock? You're like, yeah, it'll make a hole in that rock. And it's not because of its strength, it's because of its persistence. And so if that one persistent is one person, imagine what a whole collective can do. You had Mexicanos and Filipinos coming together. And because there was a language barrier, the way they would agree to things or kind of like find commonality in terms of like, this is how we're gonna move forward, was a unity clap. And so the way it starts, I'm just gonna show you, and then we can finish it off with that. But we say that it starts with one heartbeat, right? Like it's an idea, it's someone's idea or story, and it starts with one clap, right? And then people start joining, and then it just increases the intensity, and that way we'll finish, right? So we'll increase the intensity. I will say isang bangsak, which means one rise, all rise, one fall, all fall. Kind of like uno para todos, todos para uno. But it was this movement of the farm workers between Filipinos and Mexicanos that came together to fight that fight. Bangsak. So one rise, all rise, one fall, all fall.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for having me. I really hope that in the near future we can share space together. And I hope that that I can see you in your journey as a college student.